That is as good of a backdrop as you could get for a pond right there. And they all have their own unique personalities, don't they? That's a workout.
We bought the view, not a house.
Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. Garden on the Ridge. There's my host, New Boston, New Hampshire, Sean Frostl, and his customer. What's up, Sean?
How we doing?
New Boston, New Hampshire, huh?
That's it.
About an hour and 20 minutes from Boston Airport. I know because I just drove an hour and 20 minutes. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how people out here in beautiful New Hampshire live the aquascape lifestyle. Are you David?
I'm Todd.
Todd, the Pond Guy. Greg, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Greg.
So I can see that we have a beautiful view here.
Amazing view here.
And this young man helped you make it better?
He definitely enhanced the landscape, yes.
I love to hear that. How long ago?
It's been
2 years.
2 years since the first part, and then the second we did this spring. We made the pond larger.
Isn't that how it goes? It's so addictive, isn't it, Todd? Well, let's check it out. So you enjoyed the process of this guy working, huh?
It was fascinating to watch him work.
Oh, look, you got a fire for me up there. Is this your daughter?
That is my sweet missus.
How you doing? You don't want to be on camera? No. Oh, come on. I'm not intimidating. I'm the Pond Guy. And you are?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. So this is your paradise, huh?
It is.
Well, I see what you see in Todd. That was my joke.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I see where you guys were sitting waiting for me. That is not bad. Look at that view. Holy cow. Oh, and there's a river down there?
That's Bailey Pond.
Okay.
This is what Sean did for 2 years. It took 2 years to build this thing. Oh, nice.
This is your whole backyard.
Exactly.
Nice. But it was your wife's idea?
Yes. I'll give her the full credit.
Well, both of you built it, right?
We built one in Merrimack at our first house.
And it's probably the best.
Wait, did you? Come on. If you're going to point to yourself as building it, then you get to be on the camera. So this was a hobby beforehand, before you moved here, huh?
Yes. Well, gardening itself has been a hobby for the two of us for the whole entire marriage. We actually talked to Sean about redoing the pond we did in Merrimack.
How far is that from here?
Half an hour?
Oh, okay, so okay.
Yes.
But you couldn't duplicate this view, huh?
No, we bought the view, not a house.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Sean, why don't you go ahead and walk us while we still have some daylight and explain what you did here.
So what we have here is a pond that's had two renovations. One being this section here with a stepping stone path. There's a threshold stone here, the stepping stone path that leads along the edge of the intake and then through the body of the pond. That was to increase the size of it, give the fish a little bit more room to play. This is about a 15 by 25 pond, and then a intake here on the end has an amazing backdrop. We have added a stone fireplace and patio here on the left, and then a stone rock garden going down the slope in front. But the fish here love interacting with these steps. This pond also has a wetland filtration system. That, and combined with the stream that's probably about 50 feet long, keeps this pond immaculate. We integrated a few water crossings here along the way. Just before the wetland, it diverges into two streams. We have one stream with a waterfall coming out of the wetland that faces the gazebo, and then a second meandering stream where the log falls here. Lots of frogs jumping around. But this fall is more subtle and gentle, and this faces the bedroom. The bedroom window is there, and they look out across that waterfall and the wetland.
Wait, you said you came back and added something. What did they add?
This whole section right here. And anywhere where that rock line is underwater, it looked like an extension of the
Oh,
stream.
sure, it was like a wider part. So
Yeah.
you had it come back and you just made it, enlarged it.
And then add the stepping stone.
Oh, I love, that's my favorite part, is those stepping stones. It's just crisscrossing the whole thing is fantastic.
And I think it's really cool because as you're on the stepping stones, the fish are swimming between the stones.
You can feed them from up here. Do you have any food?
Yeah.
Just feed them from up here. That's pretty cool. And they all have their own unique personalities, don't they? People don't realize that about fish. How long did you have your pond that you built yourself? How long was that for?
Was that like 10 years?
Okay, so you had a pond for a while.
Yeah, a little longer. We built it in 2006.
2006, okay.
We moved here in 2020.
And so how did you find Sean?
I think Google, as Todd said, we were planning on bringing the pond closer to the house because one thing that we love about our pond is it was further away from the
Like
house.
most people do.
Yeah.
We weren't spending a lot of time at it, so he came by, looked at it, talked about some ideas, but we didn't do it right away. And then we started looking at houses, and I knew that I couldn't be even 1 year without a pond. It was right after the pandemic started.
So you met them at their old house?
I did. Yes.
Okay. Were you thinking about redoing your pond at your house?
Yeah, to bring it closer to the house.
But you decided, I'm just going to buy a house, and then as soon as you got this house, you contacted Sean, huh?
Before we even closed. And it just happened to have an opening that August, and
We took it.
Wow, it is truly spectacular. I mean, this has just got to spend hours on end out here. You both work.
We live out here. This is where we live. When we're home, we're out here.
That is as good of a backdrop as you could get for a pond right there. I have the Provo River, you have the lake, and you have far distance into the future. So this intake bay that Sean designed, the fish love it because basically koi are just carp and they're river fish. And so when there's moving water like that, they just love to swim in it in the current. And of course, all the food also gets pushed downstream in there. So they're always kind of scavenging around. And they were talking about how this was the addition here and the fish just love it. And I think it's because it's shallow water, it's moving water. So they're always dancing and darting amongst here. But Todd, this is where you live out here, isn't it?
It's a beautiful place to live.
it is really, really fantastic. Sean, I'm going to give this an A+, and the only thing that would make it an A++ is the fall colors. So this is the only stop that we have in the actual hometown you live in.
That's correct.
Population 1,200.
That's correct.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Pondless waterfall.
This is a pondless waterfall. It's about 10, 12 feet.
I love how the beach chair is set up right next to it, despite the weather. And listen to that sound. Man, that is a loud sound, the way you built that, which is awesome because with this backdrop of this woods, it just fills this entire space. Love the hot tub sitting here. This is living the aquascape lifestyle personified. So the reason that this is so loud is all of the rocks, except for this one, all the waterfall is hitting another rock.
Right.
So it's going to be a higher pitched sound. And then here, where we have an echo chamber and a sheet falls, is a different sound. And there. So it's so old, once again, you don't have a spillway.
Yeah, sometimes we'll just bring them out of a section of rocks. If we have a big boulder up there, we'll sneak the pipe around the back side of it. And if we're trying to maximize the liner, sometimes we'll do that.
Well, and what also it looks like a spring.
Yeah. You see how we put this rock right in front where the water falls?
Yes.
That gives it that gurgling sound.
Yes.
Makes it loud. And behind, there's a chamber behind this rock on the slope.
There you go.
Gives
Oh,
it-
and there's a frog. Coming on up. What's up, Mr. Frog? Hey. That's a workout. So what Sean was saying was, there's an echo chamber there, and you can hear the gurgle and see the frog.